It looks like Tayshia Adams has been confirmed as our new Bachelorette, and we're unpacking exactly what that means for the upcoming season. Hey guys, welcome to another Share News from Home. We have so much to talk about today, but before we get into it, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any future updates. Let's dive right in, you guys, with the fact that Tayshia Adams has seemingly been confirmed as our new Bachelorette. This is literally a franchise first, and fans are so excited about the news. ET is reporting that Clare's journey is still going to be a part of the show, and a source told ET that Clare did leave on good terms with producers. It also looks like the rumors that Clare is deeply in love with one of her contestants, and that's why she's leaving the show, are in fact true as well. Many fans questioned how Clare could be so sure just 2 weeks into filming, and there was a lot of speculation that if this rumor was true, there must have been some communication between Clare and this contestant ahead of filming. A source seemingly confirmed that rumor to People magazine, saying, quote, "One of her potential guys found a way to get in touch with her and they began talking. By the time filming officially began, they were basically already in love. No one else stood a chance. It just became so obvious from her subsequent few dates that her heart wasn't in it and she just wasn't feeling it. Then she wanted out." The contestant in question, of course, still seems to be former NFL player Dale Moss. If you're not up to date on Dale, let me fill you in. He is 31 from South Dakota. In his NFL career, he played for the Green Bay Packers, Chicago Bears, Carolina Panthers, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers until his career unfortunately ended in a shoulder injury. Dale now models and is very focused on doing philanthropic work. All in all, Dale seems like a pretty amazing guy, and we can totally see how it would be possible that he won over Clare's heart, although that 2-week window still does seem a little too short for it to have just been love at first sight. Another insider told People that there is more to the story than Clare just falling for one of her suitors. They said this really will be the most dramatic season ever.
This is drama. This whole is drama. I don't want this. I just want to have fun.
A phrase we do hear thrown around a lot when it comes to Bachelor Nation, but they explained, quote, "There's more to the story than just Clare falling for someone and not wanting to see what else could happen with other men." The source didn't elaborate, but we're obviously very interested to find out what this more to the story could possibly be. Now that the Clare exit rumors have been confirmed, there are a whole set of new rumors that Clare and Dale are already engaged. A source exclusively told Life and Style that Clare and Dale are engaged, and we know this sounds wild, but Life and Style did actually break the news that Clare was exiting the show, so at this point, anything really seems possible. Fans are speculating that that firework display that Reality Steve tweeted about previously could have actually been them filming Dale's proposal to Clare. We're obviously gonna have to wait and see how this all plays out when the show finally airs, but of course, in the meantime, we are actively stalking Dale and Clare's social media for clues. For now, let's move on to Tayshia and talk about what her role in the season is going to look like. A source told People, quote, "Because of quarantine, it's not as simple as just starting over. Everyone is being tested and contained within this bubble, so anyone coming from the outside is potentially a problem. So that still needs to be fully resolved at this point in terms of Tayshia's suitors." Reality Steve also tweeted out saying, quote, "So we can at least acknowledge now that yes, Tayshia is the new Bachelorette. Who are her guys? When does she start her journey? Did she already? Are guys being flown back in, having to quarantine again for a week?" All questions we don't have answers to now. I know this is something that a lot of fans have been curious to see how it'll play out. Obviously, the men cast were originally cast with Clare in mind, so with Tayshia stepping into this role, are they going to swap out some people? Do the men get a choice? Does Tayshia get a choice? With the pandemic, it's a really complicated situation. They already had to recast, delay shooting, etc., etc. So it'll be very wild to see who Tayshia ends up with when all of this is said and done. Bachelor fans, we've said many times, basically work for the FBI, and one fan account literally called Batch Detectives has come up with a pretty interesting theory that Becca Kufrin is also at the La Quinta Resort currently. Apparently, they were able to match the color of a door behind Becca in a photo with the color of the doors at the La Quinta Resort, and the floors and the windows also looked the same. And what I think is the the most telling is she's wearing a green bracelet that looks like some of the bracelets we've seen on producers. The running theory is that Becca is there just to offer advice and guidance, as we've seen some other former bachelors and bachelorettes step in to offer leads advice on what they went through when they were on the show and how to trust their gut and suss out who's there for the right or wrong reasons. And with everything going on, it does make sense that maybe Bachelor producers would bring in a fan favorite to help counsel Tayshia as she starts this wild journey. The only thing super interesting about this is the quarantine of it all, because every new person they introduce to the bubble poses a bit of a risk, and it definitely can't just be a spur of the moment decision. So it sort of begs the question, if Becca's there, how long has this been planned? Was she initially brought on to maybe give advice to Clare, and now she's just sort of transferring that role into Tayshia? If she is there, it'll be really interesting to see how she sort of fits into this whole equation once the show airs. As of right now, the show has not released any public statements on Tayshia's casting or Becca's potential involvement, and Tayshia herself hasn't released any statements, responded to any comments, or even posted on social media. Since the news did break of Tayshia's casting, ABC has released 2 new teasers, which fans do think subtly hints at this casting shakeup. Check them out. Fans are thrilled Tayshia is taking over. This is something a lot of fans have been hoping for a long time. So it looks like fans of Clare's and fans of Tayshia are really going to get the best of both worlds with this season. And in addition to the fans, Bachelor Nation is freaking out as well. Caitlin Bristowe hopped on her Instagram stories to say, "Holy freaking plot twist of Tayshia becoming the new Bachelorette, and Clare apparently found love. I cannot confirm or deny, but I have thoughts. I love both of these women. I was really excited to watch Clare's journey, but like, that's part of the contract. That's one of the hardest things about going through the show, is you have to take each relationship to the necessary place to really know who your guy is at the end. I'm just so confused." Colton Underwood also tweeted out on Monday, making a lighthearted reference to when Tayshia made fun of his kissing skills on Bachelor in Paradise. He wrote, "Congrats, Tayshia Adams. Good luck, and I hope you find yourself a better kisser." Rachel Lindsay voiced enthusiastic support for Tayshia on her Higher Learning podcast. She said, quote, "I am so happy that I can pass the torch and there's somebody else stepping in. I feel like I've done all I can do in this franchise. I've been vocal. I fought for inclusion. I fought for diversity. And this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to make a way so other people of color feel included, and Tayshia is half Black and half Hispanic, so we are checking off 2 boxes here. This is great." With all of the twists and turns, this long-awaited season seems like it's going to be one of the most wild, without a doubt, in recent years. We obviously can't wait. For now, that is everything I have to share with you guys. We will keep you updated as more updates and details emerge. Honestly, we're already counting down and cannot wait for Bachelor Tuesdays. As always, we want to know all of your thoughts, so let us know down in the comments. And before you go, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell, then click right over here to watch another new video. As always, I'm your host, Fiona Zaring. You can follow me on socials at Fiona Zaring, and I'll see you guys next time.